Hi everybody and welcome back to Harry's Music Room. I am going to show you some reel-to-reel tapes that I bought, and a few of them look like this, but they have the actual box. So I thought, well, maybe I just need to peel that off, and sure enough, if I'm very careful, I can peel this off. It looks like it was just some shelf liner kind of tape that they put on the box, and I have no idea why. So I have a bunch of these that I'm going to peel, and then once I'm done peeling them, I will show you what they look like. So I finished peeling that off, and this is the end result. Not too bad. So the rest of these, I didn't have to peel anything. Kingsman's Greatest Hits. And Janis Joplin's Greatest Hits. The Four Tops. These were all $5 a piece, which is a steal for these things. Normally I wouldn't buy this one, but I bought all the others, so I just had no point in leaving that one there. This is 7.5 IPS, which is really what you want when you can get them. Most of the reels are 3 3/4 inches per second, but the faster the tape runs, the better the sound. This is another 7.5 IPS. Another 7.5. This one is 3 3/4. Best of Santana, Santana's Greatest Hits. This one is 3 3/4. 20 all-time great recordings. This is Patsy Cline, and this is 7.5 IPS with the Jordanaires. I'm surprised. I didn't realize the Jordanaires had played with her. Well, I only know them from Johnny Cash. And then this is 3 3/4 IPS. And this is 7.5. Another one at 7.5. This one is also 7.5. So this guy, whoever had these originally, he bought a lot of the 7.5 IPS. I can't wait to hear how this one sounds, because this was a good recording to begin with, and this is 3 3/4. And then the last one of the reel-to-reels is the Beach Boys Best of Volume 1, 3 3/4 inches. And then I got a bunch of records. I was at a place in Shelton, Washington called Bobland. I've never been there before, but it was a nice little store. A friend of mine, Ken, who was one of my customers when I had my record store, he's been in contact with me lately. I bought a bunch of records from him. I literally cleaned out his garage. But he found this store, and he said, hey, they got reels. So we went up. I said, how much? He said, $5 a piece. These records I'm going to show right now were also $5. Still sealed. Still sealed. And these will be going on my whatnot. This is kind of cool. This is from, I think this is from Australia. This is a 12-inch Gloria. Let's see, where is this from? Yep, Australia. Polydor. And we've got all along the Watchtower on one side, Gloria on the other. He actually had 2 copies of this, so I bought one for myself and then one for my whatnot auction. I don't think I have this, but this is a super clean copy, and this is the original Love to Love You Baby album. I'm a Donna Summer fan. So if I don't have that one, I'll be keeping it. Still sealed. Sealed. Hearts and Bones, Paul Simon, sealed. 12-inch single, Sarah McLachlan. These are Steaming Live and Salisbury Hill Live. And at the time this came out, it said that this was the only place the live Salisbury Hill was available. And this is a promo 12-inch single. And then again, for Whatnot, 12-inch single of Tad. And then, because I bought so many things from him, he threw in these 2 tour books. Yes, this is, I'm not sure what year this would have been. Let's see, I don't see a date on it anywhere. Oh, 1999. And then this is Little Feat. And this is, what is this? Little Feat Let It Roll Tour, 1989. I like tour books, so I'll slip them down into one of the record jacket covers. And then I picked this up this week, and this is a band called Lewis and Clark, and this is none other than Joey Callio from Dada. I sent a picture of this to Joey, and I said, look what I found, and he told me to burn it. That's for me. These are all for me from now, not for auction. This is a test pressing, but it's a Rhino test pressing of a Jimi Hendrix picture disc, interview picture disc. So that's kind of cool. I'm going to do some research on that, and that may end up in my next Whatnot. I'm not sure yet. But there you go. Jimi Hendrix interview Rhino picture disc test pressing. And then this record I already had, but I have it original pressing with a gatefold. This is a single sleeve 2-record set. And then Ken, the fellow that turned me on to this record store, he rode up with me. And he was nice enough to gift me this Rubber Soul on Apple from Japan. Looking forward to playing that, see how it sounds. And then he also gifted me another record. He said, do you have this? I said, no. It's a hard one to find, really hard to find. And he gave me a really nice copy of Paul Revere and the Raiders, Like Long Hair. He said it's got a warp. Well, I'm looking at this thing, and I don't really see a warp. Maybe ever so slight, but it's nice and clean, a good clean copy. So very happy to get that in my collection. Been looking for this one for a long time. It's always expensive. This one I paid up for. I paid up for this one. This is a German pressing. And this is a really nice, clean copy on the Odeon label. I think I paid $100 for this one. It's probably the most expensive thing I bought there. And he actually brought these from home. I had talked to him last night and told him I was a Beatle collector, and he said he had some stuff he would bring in for me to look at. So these were not in the store. These were just stuff he had in his car, and he said, take a look at them, and anything you want, bring it in, and we'll figure it out. Another German copy. This one I only paid $20 for. And again, on the really super clean Odeon label. I thought that was a bargain. And next up, I I got another copy of, this is actually a Horseshoe. It did have a little Horseshoe sticker here and it fell off. But this was a German Horseshoe pressing. I don't know if this is the original inner sleeve. I'm going to guess it's not because unless Germany did something different than what everybody else did. But again, it's a nice Odeon. And you can see it's got Horseshoe right on the label. So that's another one I'm looking forward to running that through the Humming Guru and then giving it a spin. See how the Horseshoe sounds. I've got several Horseshoes already. Some of them that Uwe's picked up for me when he went to Germany. He may even have given me one of these. I've got to look and see. And then I picked up some Beatles pressings from Taiwan, which are kind of cool because they're always unique and different. This is the White Album double record. And these are on black vinyl, this one. And I picked these up at, one was 15 and the White Album was 20 because it's a double. This is kind of cool. Sergeant Pep-Peps. Not Sergeant Pepper, Pep-Peps. And then this is on red vinyl. And then there's a Magical Mystery Tour. And this one is on orange vinyl. And then we have another Odeon Horseshoe from Germany. Really nice. I mean, these were nice shape, so I couldn't argue. And these were only like, other than the one that was, one was 100 and one was 50, the rest of them were like 20 a piece. And then this was kind of cool. I've never seen this record before. This was a $5 record. Mickey Most presents British A-Go-Go, Herman's Hermits, The Animals, Symbols. Cool record on MGM. Never saw that one before. And then I picked up for myself the Best of Isaac Hayes, another $5 pickup. And then I got a quad pressing of America Hearts. And then lastly, like I said, I picked up two of these. And then one's for me, one's for my whatnot. And then I also picked up a few Beatle 45s. I paid $20 for the whole bundle. Original, really nice, clean copy of I Want to Hold Your Hand. Again, really nice copy of Yellow Submarine with the records are in here. They're in great shape. Got a clean copy of Ain't She Sweet on Atco, back with Nobody's Child. This was just super clean, so I picked it up. Any of these reissue Apple, Yesterday, and Act Naturally, they go for $10 and up. So if I find them really clean, I'll pick them up. And this has got the Beatles with Billy Preston. This is a pretty rough This Boy and I Want to Hold Your Hand. Parlophone 45. I got to look into this one and see what the issue date is on that. But it was cheap enough. I mean, I got the whole bundle for $20. A nice Atlantic oldies series, Ain't She Sweet, backed with Sweet Georgia Brown. Super clean copy of Hello Goodbye and I Am the Walrus. I've got original Capitol sleeves and I'll put these in. Again, a really clean copy of Day Tripper and We Can Work It Out. Next up, we've got a clean copy of A Hard Day's Night. Back to it. I should have known better. And I've got a bunch of the VJ records, and I always try to get all the variations of the labels. This has got the black VJ with the brackets label. This is probably a VG condition, but I don't think I had that particular label variation. And then another VJ, Please Please Me, and From Me to You, with the oval VJ logo in color with the red, got the color band. Really clean copy. This is another VJ. This is the oval, but it's all black. And then we've got, this is an EP of the Beatles, the VJ EP 1903, 4 tracks. Originally, somebody bought this at Goodwill for 9 cents. I need the picture sleeve that goes with that. And then we've got one more VJ label variation where it's just block letters VJ with "Thank You Girl" and "Do You Want to Know a Secret?" So that's what I picked up today. Thanks for watching. Until next time, ciao.